16th Congress. Long ago po, ako po yung naging chairman ng committee ito. I remain mindful of the hopes of our indigenous peoples and our Muslim brothers and sisters who look to this institution for recognition, justice, and inclusion. That is why across my 4 terms in the Senate, we have championed various legislation advancing the rights of our and recognition of these communities. Republic Act 9177, declaring Idil Fitr and Idil Adha as national holidays. Ito po'y chinampion ko way back in 1998 in my first term. Alala ko po, a little side note, in my first bill, I proposed magkasama po yung Idil Fitr at Idil Adha. I was young, 38 years old. So I think I sponsored it, or there was discussion on the floor. And there was one senator, I can't recall who excluded Idil Adha. Tapos sinabi, bakit naman sa paano ko lang batas mo, ay gusto mo dalawa pa, Fitir at saka Adha. Sabi ko, ay kailangan magkasama. So, para lang maipasa, there was an exclusion of Idil Adha. So what I did in the next Congress, I filed naman Idil Adha. But it should have been together in one legislation. So just telling you the legislative history, sometimes you have to wait, or sometimes not everybody understands, you know. Puro naman yan holiday ng holiday without understanding the deep connection and importance of that holiday. So thus, it's 2 separate laws that declared Idil Fitr and Idil Adha. So we also co-authored RA 9997, creating the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos. I hope they're represented here today. Yes, okay, very good. And RA 10908, integrating Muslim, Filipino, and indigenous people's history and culture in our education system. I hope this is being implemented and practiced. Oh, sayang. Muslim Filipino history and culture. So sa DepEd hearings natin at pati sa SUC, sa CHED, higher ed, sa budget hearings, we'll see if these RAs are being implemented. And RA 11054, of course, the organic law for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, and most recently as author and co-sponsor of the law establishing the National Day of Awareness on the hijab, which you championed, and other traditional garments. Yet, we must recognize that legislation is only the foundation and half the battle won. The greater task lies in ensuring that both our indigenous people, and we have more than 100 of them, and our Muslim communities, which comprises what, 1/5 or 1/4? I'd like to know the exact number in our population of 110 million. We must make sure that they live with dignity, security, equal opportunity, and that they are part of our policy decision-making, especially in shaping an inclusive national development. So we've always emphasized that addressing these gaps is not an act of charity. This is the mindset we must transform. Hindi yung, oh, sige, pagbigyan, kasi katutubo, kasi Filipino-Muslim, hindi. Dapat inclusive, kapareho, kasing taas ng lahat, di ba? We learn so much from these communities, especially from your traditions, our knowledge systems, our culture, which must be preserved, celebrated, and harnessed as a means of empowerment. In turn, the entire nation gains strength. Long-standing historical injustices must be corrected, and our shared identity as Filipinos grows deeper and stronger. Having said that, I am one with you in this pending bill, which is actually simple, but it's symbolic and will really, it's part of our culture and Muslim culture as well. So thank you very much for giving me the time to read my opening statement, and we welcome you all to the Senate. I see here Samira of Ako Bakwit, and she knows she will tell you that I've always been very, very supportive of Ako Bakwit and your advocacy for social inclusion and the economic support that I've given them. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, aming idol namin. Talaga pong si Senator Lauren po talaga. Mula pa noon hanggang ngayon, environment, indigenous community, Muslim. Ma'am, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ma'am, tuloy nyo na po.
Maraming salamat po, Your Honor. So, to continue po, Again po, as we support the bill's overall purpose, we respectfully recommend po a more flexible approaches on how are we going to implement po if ever na maipasa po itong proposed bill po na ito. First po, we want to consider po yung ating pong financial resources or capacities po ng ating mga public offices, as well as po yung ating pong mga establishments in the private sectors, lalong-lalo na po yung ating mga micro and small establishment po. Second is that employers may be encouraged po to utilize existing spaces or rooms within their premises po to accommodate the religious practices of Muslim employees and visitors po. And also, in the interest of further promoting inclusivity, the department recommends that the proposed establishment of prayer rooms be considered also as a multi-faith or interfaith spaces po, as for them to accommodate also other religious practices of individuals from other religions po. And these recommendations po aim to balance between the purpose of the bill and ensuring practical and sustainable implementation for both public and private sector stakeholders po in time po na maging batas po ito. So that was po, Senator, maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Ms. Jennifer Ubien. Sunod na naman po si Mr. Ren Untalan, Policy Associate, ULAP. Sir, ano nga ba yung ULAP? Nakakalimutan ko na. Parang sa local, di ba?
Yes po, Union of Local Authorities po. Yes, so good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and good afternoon, everyone. The Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, as the umbrella organization for all leagues of local government units and locally elected officials in the Philippines, generally expresses its support for the endeavors of the Senate Committee on Cultural Communities and Muslim Affairs as far as practicable. We commend the committee's efforts to hopefully provide Muslim Filipinos with the proper spaces for their faith. We as Secretariat will still have to discuss this bill with our National Executive Board, so they will have a final position on it. However, offhand, as the Secretariat, while we recognize and understand the challenges of our Muslim brothers and sisters with regard to their duty of prayer, initially we also see possible issues on the constitutionality of the bill, should it become a law as it is. We will further study the matter to create a more informed position on it. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po. Ito na, hindi natin makita. Ayun. Tadifa. Attorney Normina Hadjula Tadifa, sister ng Department of Justice.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Magandang hapon, Mr. Chair, at sa lahat sa atin dito. Natatandaan ko po, Mr. Chair, nung January, nagkaroon na rin tayo ng hearing during the 19th Congress kung saan binasa ko ang official position paper ng Department of Justice. Upon reading yung bagong Senate bill, ang last position paper namin ay regarding sa SBN 2288. The same po yung ano nila, yung title po. Upon reading the new SBN po, yung ngayong 17, parang magkapareho po yung section 2 at saka 3. Now section 3 po ng SBN. So dahil magkapareho po sila, ang Department of Justice ay naninindigan na hindi papalitan yung aming posisyon na sinumitog po sa inyo, na baka po magkaroon ng conflict ito sa ating konstitusyon, sa mga batas at saka sa mga SC rulings na nakaano ngayon. Ganun pa rin po ang posisyon ng aming department. Maraming salamat.
Mr. Ricardo Estrella ng Capacity Development Division, DPWH, sir.
Good afternoon to everybody. Since after nung first meeting, committee hearing, the DPWH management has given instruction to all our field offices to construct Muslim prayer room within their respective office premises. So particularly in offices where the Muslim employees are quite big. So as of this time, sir, we have the Region 7, Region 9, Region 10, Region 11, and 12. Yan lang po, sir. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Estrella. Engineer Joffrey, sir, pwede po bang
Good afternoon,
makalalad, sir.
Mr. Chair. I'm Engineer Joffrey Makalalad of TIESA. And for TIESA's position po, TIESA fully supports the proposed legislative measures for the establishment of Muslim prayer rooms in all public offices and establishments that aims to provide adequate spaces for Muslim employees and visitors to fulfill their religious duties. And as mentioned din po kanina ng aming mother agency po sa Department of Tourism, we have already, as you know, the project of the Department of Tourism, which is the tourist rest areas. We have already 48 tourist rest areas scattered throughout the various tourism destinations of the country, and 2 of which are in Sulo, particularly in Paticol, and in Bungao, Tawi-Tawi. And for these 2 TRAs, we have already incorporated the Muslim prayer area in these 2 TRAs. Bali po nagsisimula pa lang kami, so ito pa lang po yung nalalagyan namin ng prayer room, yung aming TRA in Sulu and in Tawi-Tawi. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat po. Asek Aurelio Bartolome ng DepEd, sir. Alam niyo, sir, yung Sheikh Makdum Day kay Secretary Sani Angare.
Opo. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Department of Education is in support of this bill. In fact, the DepEd already has a framework that emphasizes inclusivity, child protection, and respect for cultural and religious diversity by way of Department Order Number 51, Series of 2017. Muslim learners are allowed prayer breaks and spaces per DEX Order Number 51, 2004, on madrasa education and subsequent issuances on inclusive education for Muslim learners and IP communities. In practice, Mr. Chair, some DepEd schools already allocate small spaces for Muslim prayer, especially in Mindanao and areas with significant Muslim populations. We are strong advocates and push for inclusivity and diversity to provide a safe and respectful space for Muslim learners and staff, and may also accommodate other faith practices when needed. We watch out for the learners' well-being. We support their holistic development by recognizing spiritual needs alongside academic, physical, and social dimensions. We watch out for peace and cultural sensitivity. We encourage mutual respect among learners of different faiths, reducing stigma and isolation. And we align with global practices, whereas many international schools and universities provide multi-faith rooms as part of inclusive facilities. Kaya naman po, in spite of the hot issue of today, sa kakulangan ng classrooms na sinasabing 165,000, ang DepEd po ay sumusuporta na i-integrate ang ating prayer rooms sa ating school and non-school facilities. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, sir. Napakahalaga po talaga nun. Alam nyo, ang pagkakaintindihan, mag-uumpisa yan sa bata. Maganda, bata pa lang, lumalaki na sila, naintindihan na nila yung religion ng bawat isa. Maraming salamat po, sir. Ito, malayo ito. Ma'am, hindi ko makita. Sir Reynaldo Moreno ng, sorry po, sir.
mula po sa kagawaran ng budget at pamamahala.
Importante to, sir. Nasa inyo po ang ano.
Magandang buhay po sa